Language is the primary form of communication that humans use. Since the moment we are born, we try to communicate with others. According to linguists, there is an important distinction between language acquisition and language learning. Language acquisition is not something that is taught to children. In order to acquire language, they need a source of natural communication, which is usually the mother, the father, or the caregiver. A child will pick up his or her native language just by being around other people, mainly their families. The child acquires the language without any conscious thought or study. That is the reason why it is said that children acquire language through a subconscious process during which they are unaware of grammatical rules. They repeat what is said to them and get a feel for what is and what is not correct. In other words, it is an implicit process. As experts suggest, there are 5 main stages involved in acquisition of language by a child. The first one is screaming or crying that takes place between 0 to 6 months. The second one is babbling that takes place between 3 to 9 months. The third one is called sound initiation or echo reaction. Number 4 is verbal understanding. And number 5 is verbal utterances. Let's start talking about the first stage, screaming or crying. Crying occurs naturally and intensely at the beginning, but it gradually decreases by 3rd and 4th month. The infant usually cries due to hunger, pain in respiration, stomachache, strong sensory stimulation, and failure, among other examples. From crying, gradually language develops, so it is said to be the first stage of language development. Till 7 to 8 months of birth, the infant can't speak any languages. He expresses his needs, desires, and demands through crying. During crying, some parts of the body are activated. Stage number 2, babbling. The child produces units of utterances called babbling that differ from one situation to another. This is also called explosive sounds. In addition to cries, some simple sounds are heard during the first months of life. Analysis of early sounds indicate that vowels predominate in the first years of life. These vowel sounds serve as a raw material to the development of language. Babbling or explosive sounds are unlearned and they are universally found in all nationalities. Interesting, right? It is said that they are produced spontaneously. Stage 3, sound initiation or echo reaction. The sound that occurs from babbling gradually increases in quantity. When the child is between 8 to 9 months old, he not only initiates his own sounds, but also sounds of others. The child learns his own voice, which comes as a stimulation to him for repeating the sounds. The first word that the child utters is earliest by 9 months and later by 12 months. Stage number 4 is called verbal understanding. This refers to the end of the first year, and in this stage, the child begins to make specific movements in response to sounds made by others. For instance, if the parents say come, they want the child to come to them, or they may gesture by hand. The child understands the meaning of coming. The behavior of the child is reinforced by the utterances of parents, and so he is motivated to know that this means come, this means go, this means laugh, etc. The child imitates the person who stays with him, communicate and interact with him. There is something peculiar and important to take into consideration about this stage. If parents pronounce any word inaccurately, the child speaks the same.
What's your name?
Tessie.
What's your name?
Tessie.
Jason. Jason, how old are you?
Ayaya.
Jason, how old are you?
Ayaya.
Hi.
Hi.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Yay.
Old MacDonald had a farm.
Yeah. Meow. 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 Meow.
Moom moom.
Mum.
Moom moom.
Mum. Quack quack. Go get. A. B.
C.
Verbal utterances. The stage of verbal utterances is generally reached by the first half of the second year. Hence, the child acquires an active vocabulary, not being content with the imitation of other people's sound. The child says boo boo when he sees a dog. He replies to his mom with a thanks and identifies objects and people.
Where's Sabrina's nose? Where's your nose?
Nose.
Where's your eyes?
Eyes.
Where's your teeth?
Teeth.
Where's your toes?
Toes. Teeth.
Wee! Wee! Are you ready?
Buddy.
Can you say please?
Please. This.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for all your attention.